Welcome you to Stoughton High School as we get ready for a battle of the Vikings. Regional final action as number 2 Stoughton plays host to number 3 Mount Horeb. How you doing, everybody? Hope you're having a fantastic Saturday night. Alex Strope with you on hand, up perched atop Stoughton High School's gymnasium as we get ready for this regional final battle, a rematch of a game that took place way back several months ago, Tuesday, December 13th, between these two teams, Mount Horeb and Stoughton. Mount Horeb victorious in matchup number 1. Stoughton, the home team, and the higher seed in matchup number 2. Joined now by my broadcast partner. He is the dean of area high school sports, the man, the myth, the legend, my right-hand man, my partner in crime, the great Dennis Semrau with me. Dennis, 2 games in a day for you.
Oh, it was fun this afternoon. The Spartans didn't have to worry about having 2 teams with the same name. It's usually
right.
We run into that battle with the Middleton and the old Sun Prairie Cardinals.
East, right.
The battle of the Cardinals, but yes, the Vikings, 2 teams that know each other fairly well throughout a number of sports. And interesting enough, in that first matchup, 2 best players in that game are the 2 guys we got to focus on tonight here. Ty Fernholz, he had 27, 7 3-pointers in that game. And Josh Manchester.
Cool.
The guy's a freshman.
He's a freak.
He does not start. He leads the team in scoring.
Yep.
In steals.
Yep.
In assists.
Yep.
In minutes played. In 3-pointers made. And in probably high fives after making shots. Because he's on the floor an awful lot. And there's a guy that talked about it. Keep your fingers crossed he stays healthy. He could be a 2,000-point scorer. Think about that in high school. 1,000 is a wonderful landmark. And up at the Just a Game Fieldhouse, when you have a 1,000-point score, they want to know about it. And they put their name up on the board, and they got jerseys up there and everything else. 2,000, boy, that's
better put 2 jerseys up, right?
Yeah, that's incredible. So, and the best part about it was I interviewed him at the Badger Challenge, and he knows seniors, guys that pay their dues for 3 years and start, but when he comes off the bench, coach said they just they crank it up. That's all I can say is he's a nice tool in the toolbox.
Yeah, that's the quote.
That's the quote. You're right.
Head coach Todd Nessheim.
Having a guy like that to come in and really inspire you, and they don't go very deep on their bench, and that's going to be a key, I think, for both teams. Last night we saw Stoughton had a pretty good lead on DeForest. But their starters really played almost the full game.
Yeah.
And, he brought some subs in right at the end. But you got to wonder, legs, back-to-back games, the intensity, the pressure they're going through. And you'll start to see it early in the second half on the shots. Guys coming up a little short, especially on the follows. Last night, Stoughton was just killing it on the boards, but they could not make a follow shot. It was like they had 8 shots that they missed off of putbacks in the first half, and they're still winning the game. So that could have been a real blowout if they could have made half of those. But again, we talked earlier, over-under, 3-pointers. They love the long ball.
They do, both teams.
Let's go, you said 18 and a half.
18 and a half, let's put it at. Hey, I'll just say this. I'd love to see the over. I'd love a good high-scoring game in the regional final. We'll set the scene on how we got here in just a second. But first, it's Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Of course, brought to you by our friends over at Zimbrick Honda, where for nearly 50 years, they provided the Madison area with quality Honda vehicles. The trusted staff of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. If you're in the market for a new Honda or a used Honda, visit Zimbrick Honda in Madison today or head to their website, ZimbrickHonda.com, to search current inventory. How we got here, these 2 teams each getting a win last night in the regional semifinals. You mentioned Stoughton, Dennis. They played host to DeForest last night, a 15-point win for the Stoughton Vikings to punch their ticket here tonight to the regional final. On the other side, for the Mount Horeb Vikings, they played host to Milton, and they got an even bigger win. How about a 22-point win for Mount Horeb last night, 67-45, the final. As impressive as a 22-point win is, how about holding your opponent to 45 points? Good defense shown by Todd Nessheim and his crew, the Vikings of Mount Horeb.
Milton can fill it up, too, so that was a little bit of a surprise, but Mount Horeb, one of the things they do very well is their pack line defense. They make you beat them from the outside in. They want you to shoot that outside shot. and they make it very difficult on the passing lanes and to be able to attack the basket and kick it out.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing is if you really want to be able to find that open guy, you need to get the defense to collapse from goal. Well, they do a good job of extending the defense, at the same point denying attacks on the rim. And that's the thing that Coach Nessheim has built this program on. He takes a lot of pride in it. When you see Sauk Prairie, they're almost like mirror images of each other. And whenever I see those two teams play, okay, first team to 50.
You're right.
You just know it's going to be a struggle. But Stoughton, they can fill it up. They have not been shooting quite as well toward the end of the season, according to Coach Nolan Weber. Well, wouldn't have known that last night. Sawyer Shipper had 4 threes. Ty Fernholz had 4 threes. They combined for 41 points, those two. And then they got some great production off the bench by Ben Harmon, a 6'6 junior forward. And on the other side, you look at Mount Horeb coming off the bench. Again, their best player right now, Josh Manchester, but love Rocco Ritchie. And if Rocco
do you love
has
that name, or do you love the player?
Oh, I both. I mean, watching them play, when I saw them play against, what was it, Monona? Who did they beat? It was at the Badger Challenge. Baraboo, that's right, yeah. He just had a wonderful game, all-around floor game. And he's not afraid to take that outside shot. He was their best player coming back. They're honorable mention all-conference honors last year. And as a senior leader, you look for him to have a pretty good game. But Zach McGuire, their 6'1 guard, 9 rebounds last night, crashing the board. So this is a winner-take-all, one and done this time of year. And it should be a great one.
Winner take all. You get a plaque for winning tonight. It's a regional final between Stoughton and Mount Horeb, a battle of the Vikings. Live from Stoughton High School, I'm Alex Strofe alongside the Dean of Area High School Sports, Dennis Semrau. Streaming exclusively tonight on WisconsinOnDemand.com/watch-live or on YouTube. Just search ESPN Madison. Hey, if you're with us right now, be a friend, tell a friend. You know somebody you want to watch this game or wants to watch this game? Shoot them a link. Let them know they can find it here on Wisconsin On Demand. Time now to dive into the Canopy keys of the game. Dennis, he's an investigative journalist, so he talked to both head coaches. He found the keys to the game, and those are brought to you by our friends at Canopy Wealth Management, which believes community is everything, and they are constantly working toward the betterment of our community. That's why they partnered with Gilda's Club, the Madison Capitals, Kids from Wisconsin, and JDRF. At Canopy, their clients' financial goals are something they're constantly striving to help reach maximum potential, which is why they work solely in your best interest. You define your goals, and they work toward making them happen with their comprehensive financial planning. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started with them today. That's canopy-wealth.com for our friends at Canopy Wealth Management. The Canopy keys of the game, Dennis, let's start with the visitor, the Mount Horeb Vikings.
Well, once again, that pack line defense, make sure it's solid, they own the paint, and make Stoughton play from the outside in. Match up with the athleticism. Coach Nessheim said Stoughton's got it all. They've got size, they've got quickness, shooting ability, so they've got to be able to match that up and limit their three-point shooters. Again, they've got to be able to extend that defense out and keep them off the three-point line.
And on the other side, Dennis, Stoughton, this is a team that fell to Mount Horeb way back on December 13th. They know what they're dealing with. What are the keys to the game for head coach Nolan Weber and his Stoughton Vikings?
Well, they want to make that Vikings defense work. A lot of screening, a lot of reversals. Keep moving to get those open looks. Handle the defensive pressure because Mount Horeb will open up a little bit, pressure full court, and then win the rebound battle. That's always big.
Always is big. It's going to be a big showdown. You mentioned the athleticism for Mount Horeb's defense. It goes both ways, right, Dennis? Two very athletic teams tonight between Mount Horeb and Stoughton, and only one team is going to be able to raise that regional championship plaque.
Yeah, last night was a battle of football teams. Stoughton's got a few more football players than Mount Horeb does, but they're both great athletes and multiple sport athletes.
Yeah, for Stoughton, listen to this. They've got the quarterback, Ty Fernholz. They've got the running back, Sawyer Shipper. They've got 2 of the wide receivers, Mason Margie and LaShawn Brown. They've got an offensive lineman in Carter Sullivan and a linebacker in Mason Richter on the Stoughton team. They are multiple sport athletes through and through.
And we saw that physicality last night. The thing impressed me a lot with Shipper. He's a running back, but boy, he was diving for loose balls left and right down there. I don't think he fumbles that much in football. But it was like you would have thought it was ingrained. He was down there once. In one instance, he slid down, got the ball, got up, and popped a three-pointer. That's athletics.
That is athletic. And this is going to be an athletic matchup. I'm pumped up for this one. The regional final, Mount Horeb, number 3 in this bracket, taking on number 2 Stoughton. Winner survives, winner advances. It's Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania, brought to you in part by Stoughton Trailers. Big trailers and big opportunity at Stoughton Trailers in their 60th year. Stoughton Trailers has built a lot of trailers, and their customers want more. Join a winning team with immediate openings at new, higher pay rates on both first and second shift at the Broadhead, Evansville, and Stoughton locations. Assemblers, forklift drivers, welders, and more. Go to StoJobs.com. That's STOJobs.com. Stoughton Trailers, big opportunity. Well, Dennis, you mentioned it. Stoughton hasn't been shooting as well as they typically did during the season down the stretch. They actually went into last night's regional semifinal in a 2-game losing streak, able to snap that with a 15-point win over to Forest last night. You got to peak at the right time, and this is the right time to peak as we're into the month of March, obviously, for Coach Nolan Weber and his Vikings of Stoughton. They definitely want to make sure they're shooting the rock as well as they can the rest of the road, whether that ends tonight or whether that ends at the Kohl Center later in the year.
Yeah, their nemesis has been Wanakee. They lost 2 of the last 3 losses were to Wanakee. One of them we were supposed to do the game. Actually, it was a running joke with Nolan Weber. 3 times I got stats from him, and 3 times we didn't get to see him play this year because of unforeseen circumstances. But
Mother Nature
made up for it last night. But again, and Wanakee won their first round game, we see, in Division I.
Yeah.
Be interesting to see what happens there. Got some great games. Madison, Memorial, and Middleton. I live in the Middleton district. Third time, I don't know, for Memorial. You got a Middleton team that's only got 1 loss all year, and it was to La Follette. And you see La Follette, Sun Prairie West, double overtime game last night.
Oh, wow.
In a regional semifinal. Wow.
Stakes don't get a whole lot higher than
that's
that.
why it's just so much fun to be in a gym this time of year.
And
then the same weekend, we got hockey going on in Middleton.
Yep.
Boys and girls. You had team wrestling going on at the field house. And up in Rapids, gymnastics this weekend. So week 3 of 5, all that's left after this weekend. Girls state next week, boys state basketball the week after. And then we can start looking for that nice warm weather.
No kidding, my friend. I'm looking forward to that. Also
Pitchers
looking
and
forward to
catchers.
seeing McFarland punching their ticket, the McFarland girls punching their ticket to state earlier today. We'll do this. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll meet your starting lineups. We'll get underway. It's a regional final game between Mount Horeb and Stoughton right here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.
Hey, it's Eric from Canopy Wealth Management. At Canopy, care, competence, and clarity aren't just a tagline to us, it's our promise to you. We're a fiduciary, meaning that we operate solely in our clients' best interests. And because we're fee-based, those interests are aligned with our clients. Using our comprehensive approach, we help you achieve your goals when it comes to your wealth management. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started with us today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
Stoughton Health provides comprehensive and compassionate care to Stoughton community and the entire Madison area. From our sports rehab facilities in Oregon and Stoughton to our renowned ortho team with Dr. Ravel, Stoughton Health can help. Learn more at stoughtonhealth.com.
Win or lose, we're going to walk out of this stadium tonight with our heads held high.
That is amazing.
Wow, what a game.
Oh, my.
Unbelievable.
One more for the record books.
Nothing's gonna stop us now.
At the buzzer, knocks it down.
Pick is up.
Yes!
He made it.
Yes! Reverse layup is good with 5 seconds left.
Put 6 on my stat. First title in program history.
Don't call it a comeback.
Being an in-state kid, everything that I wanted in the school was right at home.
Every coach has a toolbox, and every tool is from another coach.
Camaraderie, be able to hang out with each other and be together.
Takes it all the way for the touchdown.
Led by a future Badger.
I'm very excited for this kid because he is brilliant.
What an absolute javelin toss.
He's going to throw a jump pass and complete it for the 2-point conversion to Hawk.
I mean, we can see a lot of offense.
Put the exclamation point on it.
At the buzzer.
Wow.
It's good. Oh, my goodness.
Do your best.
Thank you so much for all you guys do for high school sports.
Guys, I got goosebumps.
That's all anybody can ask for.
The The biggest games, the most compelling stories, the area's best high school sports coverage. This is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania on 100.5 ESPN, the ESPN app, and Wisconsin On Demand.
Packed house tonight at Stoughton High School as we get ready for regional final action. Boys basketball, number 3 Mount Horeb taking on number 2 Stoughton right here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. I'm Alex Strofe alongside the Dean of Area High School Sports, the great Dennis Semrau, with me as the starting lineups introduced as we get ready for this thing to tip off. Your starting lineup for the Mount Horeb Vikings, the 3 seed coached by longtime head coach Todd Nessheim, the junior guard Nick Vorwald, the senior guard, Dennis's favorite name in the area, Rocco Ritchie. The sophomore guard, Zach McGuire, Zach Peter, the senior, and rounding out the starting lineup, the junior, number 44, Austin Leibfried. On the Stoughton side, the 2nd seed in this bracket under head coach Nolan Weber in his 7th year. The junior guard, number 0, averaging over 13 points a game, Sawyer Shipper. The sophomore, 1 of 2 in the starting lineup tonight for Stoughton, number 1, Jay Johnson. How about Ty Fernholz, the junior, averaging 20 points, 5 rebounds a game for the 2nd year straight for this Stoughton squad to lead the way. Mason Margie, the senior, and the sophomore Carter Sullivan round out the starting lineup. Dennis, the starting lineups have been introduced, and it's just about go time in this regional final.
Nice catch, always love it. Try to check the program. Michael Turner listed as 20 in the program. He's wearing number 13. Lucky number 13.
Indeed. I got to say, Dennis, I've never seen this before. Mount Horeb's entire crew, while the Stoughton lineup being introduced, just standing at the free throw line, giving them a little intimidation stare, Fran McCaffrey style. I like it.
Let them know that we might be in your gym, but we want to make this our house tonight.
Yeah, and I've mentioned it a few times already, Dennis, but these teams met way back Tuesday, December 13th. That was the 5th game of the season for both of these teams. Mount Horeb victorious by 8, a final of 65-57, but a lot has happened since then. These are 2 teams looking a little bit different here in March than they were in mid-December. Tip is up, and we are underway as Mount Horeb will start with the basketball. Zach Peter will bring it up for the Vikings, working against the Vikings of Stoughton. And here we go. Good ball movement. Oh, boy. Pass falls out of the hands of Rocco Ritchie. Able to maintain it, picks it back up, and kicks to the corner. And we go back to work. Here's your first 3 of the night, Dennis. Up and good for Mount Horeb. Zach McGuire, good from outside, the sophomore. Puts Mount Horeb up first, 3-0, just 30 seconds in.
Nice pass by Leibfried. Found him open there and just pulled the trigger right away.
And now Stoughton's first try on offense. Here we go, right to the rack. Here's Fernholz up and fouled. Mason Margie there. The one that drove the lane went up and fouled, so he'll go to the line shooting 2.
And who picks up that first foul?
I believe it was number 20, Zach McGuire. It'll go against McGuire. As Margie will get 2 attempts from the charity stripe. First one goes off the front of the rim, no good. Score remains 3-0 Mount Horeb.
Yeah, last night, Stoughton 15 of 16 from the charity stripe. Already missed more tonight, too.
And here's, how about that, an offensive rebound and a triple hit for Ty Fernholz, his first bucket of the night. And as we always say, Dennis, anything you can do,
I can do better.
And we are tied up at 3 apiece, 1 minute into this regional final. Mount Horeb with the basketball once again. And here's another triple attempt for Mount Horeb. No good, off the front of the rim by Vorwald. Stoughton picks up the rebound, and here we go the other way. Right away, Fernholz pulls a 3, and he nails it again. 2 for 2 from outside for the junior star, Ty Fernholz. Gives Stoughton their first lead of the night, 6-3. 16:42 to play in this first half.
Our first 3 mades are all 3s. I love it.
And here's another attempt for Mount Horeb. An air ball goes out of bounds. Stoughton will get the ball back as Rocco Ritchie looked to knock home a triple of his own. Unable to connect there. Ball goes back to Stoughton.
Yeah, sometimes they're feeling it. You push the pedal 1 notch too far. Should have pulled that one back.
Now Stoughton goes back to work on the offensive end. Here's a good look underneath, up, and no, a little bit too much mustard on that one for Sawyer Shipper. Rebound by Mount Horeb. And here come the Vikings of Moho. Good drive here from the right wing and a fadeaway. No good there from Rocco Ritchie. Ritchie just looking to find his groove here. 2 minutes in, still 6-3. Here's another look underneath. Oh, threw it too far. Did Fernholz looking for Carter Sullivan. That one goes out of bounds. Turnover back the direction of Mount Horeb. And a Butterfingers chant from the Mount Horeb fan section, which is all the way filled to the brim. Packed house tonight at Stoughton High School. Me too, man. Great time of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, last night the section up here to our left was pretty much empty until about halftime. Then it filled up in the second half.
That's not the case tonight whatsoever. Here's a good look underneath. A good spin move in the post by Libfried. Unable to knock it down, though. Here comes Stoughton. Working on the left side. Jay Johnson holding the ball for the first time tonight. Gives it up to Shipper, now to the right corner for Margie. Margie goes back to Johnson, back top of the key to Fernholz. And now they'll just keep working around outside the arc, will the Stoughton offense. Here's a look for Johnson up top. Now he'll go underneath, up, and good on the left side for Carter Sullivan on the dish from Jay Johnson. 8-3, Stoughton in front of Mount Horeb just about 3 minutes into this first half. And here's, nope. Libfried thought about it in the corner, decided that wasn't the best look for him, so they'll keep working around. Will Mount Horeb. And
offensive foul.
Offensive foul called indeed. That'll go against the smallest guy on the court, Zach Peter. Setting a legal screen. 14:57 to go in the opening half. Only 2 fouls in this game, both on Mount Horeb. Zach McGuire with 1, Zach Peter with 1. Stoughton clean thus far. And they have the basketball and a 5-point lead. 8-3 your score.
And guess who's in the game?
I'm going to go ahead and say it's Josh Manchester for Mount Horeb.
You betcha, along with Griffin Hanna, a couple of subs here for Mount Horeb. Don't expect to see Manchester to see much bench time the rest of the way.
Yeah, keep an eye on 3 in the red. As a pass thrown underneath, knocked away by Mount Horeb, will stay with Stoughton. It was Zach McGuire that last touched it. He didn't agree with it. But nonetheless, that's the call that'll live. Here we go. Stoughton inbound underneath their own basket. A good bounce pass to Johnson. Kicks it back, top of the key. Step inside, fade away at the elbow here for Sawyer Shipper. Couldn't connect. Offensive rebound by Johnson in front of the Mount Horeb bench. Handed it off to Fernholz, and Fernholz walked. Travel safely.
That's a good one.
I've never heard that one before. That's good. All right, back on offense here for Mount Horeb.
Good choreography tonight by the Mount Horeb student section.
So far, so good. Down by 5. Mount Horeb basketball. Here's a good look. Driving inside. Foul on the floor. Good drive there by Nick Vorwald. And there's the first foul against Stoughton. It'll go against Ty Fernholz. That's his first. Check that, Dennis. Goes against Jacob Hibner. 2, not 3. And now another offensive foul by Mount Horeb. Second possession in a row. That's been the case. That one goes against Griffin Hanna, who just checked into the game. Ball goes back to Stoughton, now up 5. 8-3 the score. Johnson works it right. Hands it off to Fernholz. Fernholz goes underneath. Good look for Harmon. Harmon up and in. Ben Harmon comes off the bench and gets a quick bucket to extend the lead to 7. 10-3, the largest lead of the night now for Stoughton.
10 points last night. He had 6 for 6 from the line. He was a big part of that win.
Yeah, how many free throws did you say they shot last night, Dennis?
Last night they were 15 of 16. Nothing like the 43 attempts you saw from the far left.
No kidding. How about that from Manchester? He hit that from Evansville. 10-6 now the score as Josh Manchester gets his first bucket of the night. The star freshman averaging 17.5 points per game off the bench. Leading scorer, leading rebounder, leading assister, leading stealer for Mount Horeb as Fernholz couldn't connect on that triple on the Stoughton side. We go back Mount Horeb's direction now. Forwald, bounce pass, back out, and here's a three-point look for Rocco Ritchie. He'll drive on the left side, throws it high, can't connect. Rebound Stoughton. Here comes Fernholz with the ball now. Gets a screen top of the key. Jay Johnson on the left wing for three. No, put too much on it. And rebound Mount Horeb. The threes keep flying, Dennis, as Manchester drives straight to the rack, lost the ball, and it'll go back the Stoughton direction.
We got no timeout. We got just some subs coming.
Both teams having trouble hanging on to the ball here early. 12:44 to play in the first half. 10-6 Stoughton lead. Regional final. Winner advances to the sectionals next week. Loser goes home. Underneath, stolen away. Good steal there by Zach McGuire. Bringing it up is Manchester, the star freshman. Manchester straight to the rack, up and one. Josh Manchester, no, waved off.
Gonna call it blocking foul. Oh, no continuation here.
Wow. Heck of a play by the freshman Josh Manchester. Won't count though. Mount Horeb will inbound underneath their own basket.
Shipper picks
and
up
Manchester's just going to throw up a three right when he touches the ball. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound though by Vorwald, and he'll get fouled on the way back up. So he'll go to the line. Shooting two, down four. 10-6 remains the score. 12-17 to play in the first half. Vorwald, a 60% free throw shooter as he misses the first. Not a free throw make yet in this game, Dennis.
Nope.
Vorwald looking to nix that trend. 0 for 3, both teams combined from the charity stripe tonight as Vorwald makes it 1 for 4. He hits his second. 10-7 the score now. Back to a one-possession game. Stoughton in front of Mount Horeb in this regional final. Shipper brings it up. Working against Peter of Mount Horeb. Kicks it right side. Harmon holds it over his head, gives it in the corner. Hibner will go back top of the key, now works left side. Shipper back to Hibner. Hibner for three. No, rattles off the side of the hoop, called dead. Mount Horeb basketball. As Mason Margie checks back in for Sawyer Shipper for Stoughton. And back to work now for Mount Horeb. Peter brings it up. Directing some traffic is Zach Peter, the senior. Gives it to Manchester right side. Now inside. Vorwald spins on the block, puts up a nice floater, and it falls. Nick Vorwald up to 3 points now. 10-9 now the score. Good one here early at Stoughton High School. Stolen away by Vorwald. Here he goes, straight to the rack, up and good. Nick Vorwald has scored the last 5 points for Mount Horeb and gives them the lead, 10-11, as Stoughton will take their first timeout. Heck of a run by Mount Horeb, all by Nick Vorwald. 5 points in a row. Gives Mount Horeb their first lead of the night. Hey, Ridgetop Exteriors provides the best quality roof, siding, windows, and doors expertly installed and at an affordable price. They are trusted, recommended experts, and they consider customer service their number one goal and strive to exceed expectations of the homeowners they serve. They're local. They live and work in the areas they serve, so the people they're often helping are their friends and neighbors. Get a free estimate for your next home project on their website, ridgetopexteriors.com. 11-10, Mount Horeb leads Stoughton with 11:18 to go in the first half of this regional final. Mount Horeb on a little 5-0 run here. All 5 of those points coming from their junior guard, Nick Vorwald.
Yeah, nice floater, and then a steal, and turns it into a fast break layup. So you like to see the finishes there.
You do indeed. Stoughton now back to work offensively. Good look in the corner, but Margie's not going to take it. Couple of pick and pops here on the right wing. Tight defense by Mount Horeb as Ty Fernholz looking to create some space. He gives it up to Hibner, who will drive left side, gives it up to LaShawn Brown, who loses it underneath, but able to pick it up is Harmon. Harmon gives it back out. Here's a look in the corner, up for three from Hibner, good. The freshman Jacob Hibner, good for three. Stoughton back in front, 13-11 with 10.5 minutes to go in the first half. Manchester passes to Peter. He was in trouble in front of the Stoughton bench there. As Peter spins, kicks it left side for Vorwald. Now an inside look, back out. In the corner, Manchester for three. Got it to go. It's Manchester's 59th three-point make of the season. 2 tonight. And Mount Horeb back in front, 14-13, as Manchester steals one away on the defensive side. 3-on-2 opportunity here for Mount Horeb, and a block called against Stoughton. It was LaShawn Brown who took the block as Manchester drove to the rack. It was a good take, in my opinion, but maybe a little late.
So that has been impressive, too, about Manchester doing the job on the defensive end as well. Very complete player for just a freshman.
Yeah, he's going to be, we were talking off the air. We said a couple of years that guy might be a Mr. Basketball candidate the way this is trending. And how about that triple? High arcing shot, no good, but the offensive rebound pulled down by Libfried. Mount Horeb gets another offensive opportunity here. Rocco Ritchie spinning, fading away, puts one up, no good. Another offensive board. No, ultimately picked up by Stoughton. Here come the Vikings. Here's a look in the corner for Johnson. Johnson will go back top of the key now. Shipper works it right side. Pump fake and a drive by Fernholz. Fernholz stops at the elbow, kicks to the opposite corner, and they'll work it back around. Fernholz has a look for three on the right wing. Now got it to go. That's his third triple of the night. Ty Fernholz with 9 early points gives Stoughton once again the lead back. 16-14, 9:20 to go in this first half.
Switching Ritchie and Vorwald on him. That time, nice little screen, and he was able to break through.
Already 7 3-pointers made in this game. We're not even halfway through the first half. Manchester crosses over top of the key, spins at the free throw line, will stop at the right block, bounce pass underneath. Oh boy, we've got a tie-up, jump ball, and it'll go back to Stoughton. These teams love the long ball, Dennis. You were not underselling it before the game.
Well, not at all. That time, Manchester tried that little bounce pass in the lane. Those are tough to get through. And
yeah, they are.
They were tied up. And once again, Harmon off the bench. Strong play.
Nice backdoor cut there off the ball by Mason Margie. Now he controls the ball on the right wing. Margie goes back top of the key. Here's a look for Sawyer. Shipper for three. Got that one to go. The fifth made three of the night by Stoughton. Puts the lead at 5. 19-14 now, 8.5 to go.
His first points in the night. He had 4 threes, 22 points last night.
Look at this, just backing his man down, up, and good. Yeah. Nice move by Austin Libfried, his first bucket of the night as well. Using that size to his advantage, 6'5". He used all of that height right there.
Yep. Nice little post move.
Indeed. Johnson controls now for Stoughton on the right wing. Now they're ringing around. Shipper at the top of the key goes back to Johnson on the right wing. Shipper back top of the key now. Fernholz will step inside the arc, pulls it back out. Johnson to Margie, top of the key. He'll pull a three. No, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded and quickly racing the other way is Rocco Ritchie. Ritchie gives it up. Now right side Manchester. In the corner now for Libfried. Libfried holds it over his head in the right corner. He'll use his dribble now. Once again, will back his man down. Stops in the middle of the lane. Kicks it back out. Manchester on the right side. Good pump fake by Manchester. Now goes top of the key. Here's a drive by Ritchie on the left side. Up and good. His first bucket of the night. 1 point game. 19-18. Stoughton leads Mount Horeb. Stoughton basketball.
You see the last one, the parting of the Red Sea.
Indeed.
Ritchie went right to the hole.
And here's a look offensively for Stoughton now as Shipper kicks it to Johnson in the corner for three. No good. They're just going to keep letting them fly. 19-18 remains the score. Good crossover at the top of the key by Manchester, who fades away in the middle of the lane, and he got it to fall. What a move by Josh Manchester, who's up to 8 points now. Mount Horeb once again back in the driver's seat, 20-19. What a game this has been early. 6.5 to go in the first half as Jay Johnson drives the baseline, kicks to the corner. Shipper finds Margie in the wing. Margie puts up a three. That's no good. Rebound again by Ritchie, who will speed back on offense. Kicks it left side. McGuire inside now, back out for Ritchie, who against drives. Lost the basketball in the air. Pulled away by Fernholz. Here comes Stoughton. Fernholz pump fake. Left side for Shipper for three. No good. Rebound by Peter of Mount Horeb. And he'll say, let's slow this down a second. Never mind. Pump fake by Manchester on the right wing. Back to Peter now left side. Back to Manchester. Oh, my goodness. He is silky smooth. The way he attacks from outside the arc. Bounce pass inside now. Libfried. He'll spin on the right block. Working against Carter Sullivan. Now outside. Peter for three. Rattled around. Thought about dropping. Did not. Fernholz of Stoughton comes away with the rebound. He'll bring it up. Gets a screen at the top of the key. Pulls the three. Got it to go. Ty Fernholz, his fourth triple of the first half. He's got 12. Stoughton back up on top. 22-20 now the score. My goodness. It's going to be a battle of Fernholz and Manchester.
6 threes, only 2 two-pointers for Stoughton tonight so far.
Unreal. Manchester's moves without dribbling is just incredible as he spins in the lane and gets another one to fall.
Turn around.
Josh Manchester up to 10 points now. It's going to be Manchester versus Fernholz all night. You could feel it already. We're knotted up at 22, under 5 minutes to play in the first half. Here's another three by Fernholz, and he got it to fall. Are you kidding me? 15 for Fernholz, all from outside as Mount Horeb takes their first time out of the night. Stoughton 25, Mount Horeb 22, 4 minutes, 44 seconds to go in the first half. My goodness, what a game we've got right here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Brought to you in part by Stoughton Health. Stoughton Health provides comprehensive and compassionate care to the Stoughton community and the entire Madison area. From their sports rehab facilities in Oregon and Stoughton to the renowned ortho team with Dr. Ravel, Stoughton Health can help. Learn more at StoughtonHealth.com. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
They're playing horse out there, basically.
No kidding.
Personal game.
This is unbelievable. Ty Fernholz, 5 triples. Josh Manchester, 2 threes, 2 turnaround fadeaways in the middle of the lane. He's got 10. Fernholz has 15. We're not at, Stoughton now has the lead after that last triple from Fernholz, 25-22, but it is Mount Horeb basketball as Manchester checks out of the game. Carter Lang into the game for the first time in replacement of Manchester. Here's a bounce pass. Ritchie goes left side in the corner. Peter thought about the three, didn't shoot it though. Lang, now here's a three from Mount Horeb. Vorwald no good from the top of the key. Rebound by Stoughton. Vikings versus Vikings tonight. Here's another three-point attempt. Sawyer Shipper got another one to fall. Unbelievable. His second of the night, he's got 6. 28-22 the score.
You play for Stoughton, you know where Shipper and Fernholz are at all times. They get an inch, you're going to get them the ball.
Vorwald going to take another three on the Mount Horeb side. That one again, no good. Rebound again by Stoughton. 7 threes between Sawyer Shipper and Ty Fernholz. Under 4 minutes to play in the first half. Unbelievable.
They had 8 combined last night. We've already almost matched it in the first half here. Oh, we got a little foul inside.
Yeah, inside indeed. It actually goes against.
Hooking.
Yeah, it'll go against Ben Harmon. That's his first. Third against Stoughton. And now the student section's a little classic back and forth here, Dennis. Love to see it. We can't hear you from the Stoughton fan section.
Back-to-back threes. Oh, it's 1, 2, 3.
We don't care. That's a weak
5, 6 threes in a row, actually. The last 6 baskets for Stoughton.
Oh, man. Vorwald had another good look running into the lane there. Couldn't get it to go off the glass. Another rebound by Stoughton. Fernholz slows down the tempo. Gets a screen on the right wing. Crosses over back top of the key. Kicks it left side. Another three-point attempt for Shipper. He got another one to fall. 31-22.
And that assist was from Fernholz. He said, I got 5. Your turn.
Oh, my goodness.
7 threes in a row.
They are shooting lights out. Here's a three-point attempt on the Mount Horeb side of things. Up for Carter Lang, no good. Another rebound by Fernholz. He's collecting those rebounds early, Dennis. Averages about 5 a game. Safe to say he's probably at that, if not more, here with 3 minutes to go in the first half. Shipper, another 3 from the same spot. Got it to fall again.
And another assist for Fernholz.
En fuego. Sawyer Shipper and Ty Fernholz have combined for 9 threes. Another look inside for Vorwald. He got that one to go. Stops the bleeding a little bit. Makes it a 10-point game. 34-24, Stoughton in front of Mount Horeb. 2:20 to go in the first half. This is a clinic in three-point shot making by the Stoughton offense. And here's a look inside, up and good for Ben Harmon. 36-24, a 12-point lead for Stoughton. Manchester controls, left wing for Mount Horeb. Pump fakes, now he'll dribble top of the key, kicks it right side. Pump fake by Vorwald. Now he gives it up in the corner. McGuire back to Manchester for 3. That one no good. Shot it long. Rebound there by Jacob Hibner as he controls on the right wing. Bounce pass again inside. Spinning up and no good. He's called for a travel. Was Ben Harmon looking for another inside shot. A minute 35 to go in the first half. Stoughton has completely taken control. 36-24.
As much as they love the 3, they've still tried to touch the post there. Last 2 times down, trying to get the ball inside. And before that, it was Turner. 2 ACLs, both knees. He's got a big brace here you see on his right leg.
Right.
Big assist for him. Just to be able to be out here and play.
Yeah.
He was hurt the second football game of the season.
Rocco Ritchie takes a 3 of his own. Can't get that to fall either. Mount Horeb not connecting from outside. The exact opposite story right now for Stoughton, who's hit 10 threes. They have 36 points, 30 of them outside. As Shipper drives, he's fouled on the way up. He'll shoot 2. 1:08 to go in the first half. Sometimes, Dennis, and we've done a lot of games together, I don't know that I've ever seen something like this. 10 threes in the first half.
They're just literally shooting the lights out.
First free throw is up and good for Sawyer Shipper. 13 points now for number 0. 4 threes in that free throw. Second one is good from Shipper. The lead is the largest it's been all night, 14 points, 38-24. Ritchie will bring it up, crosses the 10-second line as we go under a minute remaining in the first half. Ritchie working against Fernholz. Kicks it right side. Here's a drive by McGuire. McGuire goes back outside for Manchester, who drives all the way to the rack. Good falling and got it to go. They calling that on the ground? No, bucket's good by Josh Manchester. He's up to 12. And the lead down to 12, 38-26 as Manchester will go to the line.
That's Shipper's second foul. Keep an eye on that.
Manchester, an 83% free throw shooter, and he got that one to fall. Up to 13 for him as well. 38-27, under 45 seconds to go in the first half. Harmon on the right wing. Gives it up to Turner. Turner high above the arc. Under 30 seconds to go now. Shipper on the right wing, gets a screen, kicks it left side to Fernholz.
Looks like they're going to work for a last shot here.
Indeed.
Just point and catch.
Yep.
See if they can get somebody open and looking inside.
Shipper right at that half-court line working against Peters. We go under 15 seconds. Bounce pass to the corner. Turner has a look. Not going to take it. Goes back. Here's a 3 for Fernholz. Are you kidding me? Ty Fernholz hit another one. That's his 6th three-pointer of the half. And at the end of the half, shot won't fall for Mount Horeb. It's a 14-point Stoughton lead. 41-27. Thank you very much, Ty Fernholz and Sawyer Shipper, who have combined for 10 three-point makes in the first half. Absolutely unbelievable. 41-27.
Well, that backline defense wants you to score from outside in, and they are scoring from outside in.
You look at the Stoughton coaches walk into their locker room, Dennis. They're all shaking their heads. They can't believe what they're seeing either. Unreal.
And Mount Horeb's coach has got to be going, they can't shoot like this the whole game, can they?
Right.
Maybe.
Maybe they can, the way Ty Fernholz is shooting the ball right now. Hey, the team at Nations Lending Monona finds home financing solutions that are as unique as you are. Whether you're buying your first home, your next home, or refinancing, they've got your back. They'll act as your personal advocates to inspire the true sense of home ownership. From drinks on the patio to blanket forts in the living room to the smell of backyard barbecues, because that's how they help you home. Go to nationsmadison.com to get started with them today. Nations Lending, home loans made human. We'll take a quick 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll recap what happened in the first half, preview what's to come in the second. You're listening to Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania, the regional final between Stoughton and Mount Horeb. Stoughton leads 41-27 at the break.
Aren't just a tagline to us, it's our promise to you. We're a fiduciary, meaning that we operate solely in our clients' best interests. And because we're fee-based, those interests are aligned with our clients. Using our comprehensive approach, we help you achieve your goals when it comes to your wealth management. Go to canopy-wealth.com to get started with us today. That's canopy-wealth.com.
If you're looking to purchase, finance, or service a new or pre-owned Honda, buy local. Shop Zimbrick Honda. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Oil changes, brakes, alignments, and warranties. Honda's certified technicians handle it all. And if you need new tires, buy 3 and get the 4th for just $1 when they mount and balance them for you. Zimbrick Honda Service Center on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Big just got even bigger. In our 60th year, Stoughton Trailers has built a lot of trailers, and our customers want more. Our growth means your opportunity. Immediate openings at a starting pay of $18 per hour at our Broadhead, Evansville, and Stoughton locations. Assemblers, forklift drivers, welders, and more. Big trailers, bigger opportunity. Go to stojobs.com. That's STOjobs.com. Disclaimer, our trailers remain the same size.
Hey Wisconsin, it's Jonathan Taylor, pro running back and UW Credit Union member. Now that I'm always on the road, I need mobile banking that can keep up. That's why I use the UW Credit Union app. It lets me pay bills, send money to friends, and check my credit score. Whether I'm in Indianapolis or Ixonia, Jersey or Janesville, Miami or Milwaukee, get mobile banking that gets you with UW Credit Union. Join today at uwcu.org.
Federally insured by NCUA.
Stoughton Health provides comprehensive and compassionate care to Stoughton community and the entire Madison area. From our sports rehab facilities in Oregon and Stoughton to our renowned ortho team with Dr. Ravel, Stoughton Health can help. Learn more at stoughtonhealth.com.
Halftime of the regional final between Stoughton and Mount Horeb. The long ball's working for the Stoughton Vikings. They lead by 14 at the break, 41-27. Your halftime score. I'm Alex Strofe alongside the Dean of Area High School Sports, the great Dennis Semrau, with me as always. And Dennis, how about this? Sawyer Shipper and Ty Fernholz, yeah, they combined for 10 threes. They also combined for 32 of the 41 Stoughton points.
They are 10 of 11 from three-point range. Fernholz perfect, 6 of 6. Shipper 4 of 5. The rest of the team is 1 of 6, 11 of 17 in the first half. And then trying to keep pace on the other side, Josh Manchester came in off the bench, 5 of 8 shooting for 13 points there. But a one man cannot do it alone. And right now, that two-headed monster called Shipper Fernholz, Fernholz Ship. I don't know, what do you come up with a nickname for that?
Shipples?
They're shipples.
Yeah, don't say that wrong. The FCC might get mad at us. 41-27, the halftime score. Dennis, I mean, Stoughton shot absolutely lights out, as you alluded to. What does Todd Nessheim, the head coach of Mount Horeb, tell his group at halftime? Obviously, you have to limit the three, but do you drop into a zone? I mean, how do you limit that in the second half? The way they're shooting, I don't even know if you can, right?
Right. You can say never seen that. Can they maintain that for all half? But and the thing that's amazing, too, is they're not just throwing up threes. They're working the ball inside, too. Turner's got 2 assists on dumping post passes to Harmon. Off the bench, he's got 4, and Sullivan's got – their bigs have got 3 field goals, so they're not afraid to get it inside there. And Shipper's taking it inside, and he kicked it out.
Dennis, I got to cut you off right there.
Out.
I got to cut you off right there. You said their bigs have 3 field goals. Those are the only 2-point shots Stoughton has made.
Exactly.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, right.
I mean, what we are watching is just I've never seen anything like this in a high school game. This is nuts. 11 3-pointers by Stoughton. They lead by 14.
11 for 17 is great for a game, not for 18 minutes.
That's nuts.
That's insane.
That's nuts. But, yeah, you mentioned Josh Manchester on the Mount Horeb side. He's only a freshman. The things he's able to do in the mid-range, I'm really impressed with, Dennis. The turnaround fadeaways in the middle of the lane. I mean, those are really impressive moves for, what is he, a 15-year-old kid?
I don't know when he's going to turn 16. And free throws, first half, 2 of 4, it looks like. Yeah, 2 of 4 for Stoughton and 2 of 3 for Mount Horeb. So, but, again, when you're throwing up threes, you're not going to get to the line an awful lot.
No, it's been really fun to watch. It was a really close game back and forth, and then, of course, the three-pointers just kept falling for Stoughton. They're in the driver's seat, 14-point lead, 41-27 as Mount Horeb retakes the court, looking to work on their long ball here in the break.
They scored. The score was, was 19-18. And at that point, Stoughton then made 5 straight threes and a 2. 17 points.
Unbelievable.
Boom.
Just like that.
All of a sudden, it was 36-24.
Just like that. Wow. Well, can they shoot like that forever? That will be the question we'll ask, and we'll find out here shortly.
Vikings coaches look stunned. They should be. Todd Nessheim's like, what
the heck, right?
We talked yesterday, last couple of days, and he's like, Dennis, they've got the whole package, and if they get hot, we're in trouble. Well, you're in trouble, coach. But he's a heck of a coach, so they'll find some way. Defensively, they've got to be able to get out and mark those two. And it is the Shipper and Fernald show, because combined, the rest of the three-point shooting is 1 of 6. So you want other guys to beat you, and they're going to have to double up and try to make the other guys beat them from 2, not from 3.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, they're going to have to come back on their end and put up a few more, but they've been outscored 33-9 from three-point range in the first half, 11-3.
250 of you rocking with us on Wisconsin On Demand. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Second half action coming up in just about 90 seconds from Stoughton High School here on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. Hey, at Zimbrick Honda, for nearly 50 years, they provided the Madison area with quality Honda vehicles. The trusted staff of Zimbrick Honda's used car dealership will save you time and reduce your car buying stress by finding the vehicle that matches your style. If you're looking for a new or used Honda, visit Zimbrick Honda in Madison today, or head to ZimbrickHonda.com to search current inventory. You mentioned Todd Nessheim, the head coach of Mount Horeb, been there 15 years. And you can see some of his best players ever in attendance tonight. Dennis Drew Fredrickson, who had a great career at UW Stevens Point, my alma mater, in attendance tonight. His son Tarek Nessheim, who had a great career at UW La Crosse, here as well. Yep. They've pumped out some really good players over the years with Nessheim at the helm.
Played at the 2015 championship. And when Tarek was a senior, I got to coach the Badger North Senior All-Stars. Yeah. And we scored 104 points at the end and put him at the line. He made 2 free throws to ice the game for us.
Wow.
So I've been partial to the Vikings. He and Max Myler. Max was outstanding quarterback.
Max going to play for the Green Bay Blizzard indoor football team this spring.
Oh, I love it. I got to go. I'm going to have to go see that.
That's where I started my play-by-play career, the Green Bay Blizzard.
Oh, I'm going to have to go see that. Max is still one of my all-time favorites.
I'll come with you, Dennis. We'll have to take a road trip. All right. Second half action. Here we go. Mount Horeb now working from our left to our right. Right out of the gates. A good drive and one. by Nick Vorwald, looking to chip into that 14-point lead right out of the gates, just 9 seconds in. And he does just that. Vorwald will shoot one after the nice lay-in. Missed who the foul was against. I think the scorekeeper did too, as Vorwald knocks home the free throw. He's up to 10 points now on the night. 41-30, 11-point Stoughton lead. Here's their first offensive possession of the second half. Handoff on the right wing. Now top of the key for Margie. Margie goes back to Fernholz, back to Margie. Ball goes out of bounds. Turnover by Stoughton. Good defense by Mount Horeb there. .36 to play. Mount Horeb basketball. Down 11. Here's the inbound. Vorwald will give it up to Ritchie. Ritchie will cross over and go past the 10-second line. Here we go. Ritchie drives, pulls up, floater, no good. Rebound by Sawyer Shipper. And Shipper will bring it up for Stoughton. Packed house tonight at Stoughton High School for this regional final matchup. As Stoughton looking to just hang on to this lead. Look at this look for Jay Johnson. Put too much on it, no good. Good defense again by Mount Horeb. Once again, Vikings basketball. Peter will drive from the right lane. Spinning at the elbow, bounce pass underneath for Leibfried. Leibfried goes back out for Peter. Peter puts up a three, no good. Rebound Stoughton. Fernholz again there for the board. It's been all over the place tonight. And here he goes, his first three-point attempt of the second half.
7 for 7.
21 points by Ty Fernholz. This is one of the most unbelievable shooting performances I've ever witnessed at any level. Absolutely nuts by Ty Fernholz. Here's a pump fake, step inside the arc by Peter. Long two, no good. Offensive rebound by Leibfried. He'll go up with it on the left side, up and good for Austin Leibfried. Wow. 44-32 the score now. Margie crosses over. They are covering Fernholz about as tightly as you can, and rightfully so. Here's a look underneath, no good. Nice pass by Fernholz as Sullivan missed the layup. Rebound Mount Horeb. Peter brings it up. Peter goes left side. Pump fake, step inside by McGuire. He'll give it up left side now. As Manchester gets ready to check in for Mount Horeb. Spin at the elbow, looking to get rid of it is Vorwald, and he does. Poked away by Johnson, goes out of bounds. Will stay with Mount Horeb as Josh Manchester now will check into the game. He comes in for Rocco Ritchie. Dennis, I'm blown away by Ty Fernholz. I can't really do my job right now.
seven threes. And he's 7
and he hasn't missed
7.
one.
No.
He hasn't missed one. That's the most unbelievable part.
And he's doing a lot of other things out there, rebounding, playing defense.
Good drive by Peter, no good. Another offensive rebound by Leibfried to the corner. Here's a three from McGuire, good. McGuire's second triple of the night gives him 6 points overall. Fernholz is wide open on the right wing for three. He got it to go again. Ty Fernholz is 8 for 8 from outside. He's got 24 points. Here's a three for Leibfried. He'll hit one of his own. Back and forth we go. My goodness, 47-38, 9-point game. Fernholz rolls off a pick, top of the key, gives it up. Shipper on the right side. Shipper back to Fernholz. Fernholz kicks it left corner. Margie for three. Got it to go.
Somebody check the rims here. I don't know.
Is there a magnet in that basketball? This is crazy.
14 threes now for Stoughton.
Step inside, long two, rattles and falls for Zach McGuire. 2 buckets in a row for McGuire for the Mount Horeb offense. Still a 10-point game. 50-40 and a timeout taken by Stoughton. 14-12 to go. What is the WIAA record of threes in a game? Stoughton's got to be on pace. Wow. Well, that gives me a second to tell you that Stoughton Health provides comprehensive and compassionate care to the Stoughton community and the entire Madison area. From their sports rehab facilities in Stoughton and Oregon to the renowned ortho team with Dr. Robble, Stoughton Health can help. You can learn more at stoughtonhealth.com. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together. 10-point game in this regional final matchup between Stoughton and Mount Horeb. The junior sharpshooter Ty Fernholz, he's 8 for 8 from outside. He's got 24 points. Just about half of Stoughton's offense has come at the hands of Ty Fernholz, who receives the ball, and he's double-teamed now. He has to be on the right wing. Good defense here by Leibfried. They'll go left side. Schipper will take a three. He got it. His to go. His 5th three of the night. He's up to 17. 53-40 now. Leibfried will drive. Stops in the middle of the paint. Swings the elbows. He'll be called for an offensive foul. Caught Ben Harmon right in the nose. Looks like he's all right, though. A little shaken up. (53-40). 13 and a half minutes to go. Here's a drive, left hand, kick back top of the key. Fernholz for 3! He's 9 for 9. 27 points, all from outside the arc by Ty Fernholz. An absolute masterclass.
Is this Groundhog Day?
I cannot believe what I am witnessing.
Where's Bill Murray?
Yeah, right. Oh, my goodness. I cannot believe this.
It's been 9 in a row.
The most three-point field goals ever made in a game in a state tournament game, so that's not this. Okay. In a state tournament game is 7. Fernholz has 9.
And he's had 7 a couple times this year.
I want you to understand the magnitude of what you are watching right now. Schipper kicks it left side. Fernholz pops top of the key. Pump fake, dribbles left side, gives it up. Goes off the leg, will go back to Mount Horeb. Ritchie in the corner, dribbles back top of the key, now left side. Here's a 3 for Vorwald, got it to fall. Nice shot by Nick Vorwald. 6 second half points, 13 overall. 13-point game, 56-43. Schipper goes back top of the key, back to Schipper on the left wing. Schipper steps in, fades away, long ball no good. Rebound Mount Horeb.
It was too short, that's why he missed it.
Here's another three-point attempt for Mount Horeb. Goes off the back of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, nice find by Leibfried. Gives it up to Ritchie, top of the key for 3. That's no good, rebound by Stoughton. .11:20 to go. Stoughton slowing down the offense pressure, up by 13, understandably. Schipper goes left side. Here's a three-point attempt.
Turner.
Up and good. No good for Turner. Now we've got a mix-up underneath. Foul will go against Ben Harmon of Stoughton. Back to work now for Mount Horeb, looking to cut into this 13-point lead with 11 minutes to go. Running out of time. Ritchie on the right wing will drive. Comes to a two-footed stop. Kicks outside for Vorwald, who will now drive. Kicks it back right side. Griffin Hanna goes back out. Vorwald for three. Rattles out, no good. And I guess who's there for the rebound, Dennis?
Ty Fernholz?
That would be the correct answer, yes.
Duh.
Bounce pass top of the key to Turner. Turner swings the elbows, works at left side. Shipper kicks right side. Margie now controls, gives it up to Fernholz in the right wing. Ty Fernholz, 9 for 9 from outside tonight. As Shipper will shoot another one of his own. No good. Offensive rebound by Turner. That goes out of bounds. Stays with Stoughton. Tipped out by Rocco Ritchie.
If Stoughton wins this game, whoever they play in the next round will be happy. It has to be a neutral site.
Right.
Not in this gym.
Unreal. And a travel called there against Carter Sullivan. Ball goes back to Mount Horeb. A little bit of a scoring drought here for both teams. Been about 4 minutes since the last bucket.
Yeah, we haven't seen a three for too long.
It's because Ty Fernholz hasn't shot one, Dennis, in that stretch. Here's Manchester from the right wing. He'll drive inside, fades away. Good look through double coverage. Went for the offensive rebound, but plenty of Stoughton Vikings there to pull it away. And once again, guess who got the rebound, Dennis?
Yep, Ty Fernholz.
Having the game of his life tonight.
What did we say the over-under was? You said 18.5.
Yeah, Fernholz has half that himself.
We're at 22, I think.
Here's a look inside, through too far. Stolen away by Manchester. He'll pick up the pace here for the Mount Horeb offense. Working against Fernholz. Spins. Puts it up. Good for Josh Manchester. His first bucket of the second half. Wanted a foul there. Didn't get one. 11-point game now. 56-45. Fernholz pump fakes. He'll shoot another three. Airballed it.
First one.
First miss of the night. From outside by Ty Fernholz. What an unbelievable stretch that was, though. 9 for 9. And there's a good look by Nick Vorwald once again. And the lead is down to single digits, 56-47, with 9:02 to play. Oh, boy.
Good call for a timeout there. It's been 4 minutes plus since Stoughton has scored. On Fernholz's last three, it was at 13:23.
Wow. UW Credit Union's online and mobile banking goes above and beyond with top-rated service and security that exceeds industry standards. Explore innovative and intuitive ways to manage your money anytime and anywhere. UW Credit Union's in-house team of engineers and developers will create digital banking solutions that are designed for you. You can learn more on their website, uwcu.org. The Mount Horeb student section got a little too excited there on the break. They jumped out of the bleachers and knocked over 2 chairs on the Mount Horeb bench. Luckily, nobody was sitting in them. But nonetheless, that's regional final fans for you. 56-47 the score. 9 minutes to go.
All dressed in black. There's a little Johnny Cash music tonight.
Yeah, both sides rocking the blackout theme tonight. I assume that was unintentional, that they matched. But hey, you never know.
Yeah, fashion coordinators on each side got together and texted each other and said, hey, let's...
I don't think that happened.
No.
My judgment tells me that's probably not what happened. All right, Stoughton basketball, a little bit of a full court press here on for Mount Horeb, down by 9.
The testing part happened, though. It wasn't what we think it is.
Right. As Shipper controls top of the key here for Stoughton. Gives it up right side. Back to Shipper on the left wing. Goes underneath. Stolen away by Vorwald. Nick Vorwald's been all over the place tonight for Mount Horeb, having a terrific game himself. As Rocco Ritchie will work it from the right corner. Stops at the right elbow. Tied up in the middle of the lane.
Oh,
we're going to call a foul.
On. Great defense by Sullivan.
I agree. Carter Sullivan there defensively for Stoughton. But he'll pick up the foul. I believe that's his first. It is. Here's the inbound for Mount Horeb. Manchester goes up and gets it and puts it through. What a play by the freshman Josh Manchester, who's up to 17 points on the night. The lead is down to 7, 56-49.
So that's now a 9-0 run here for Mount Horeb.
They needed it
right
too,
back
Dennis.
in it.
They needed it. Here's another steal. Here comes Vorwald, up and good on the right side. He's got 10 second half points, 17 himself. And this place is going bananas.
16 points down to 5.
Fernholz, top of the key for Stoughton, works it left side. Pump fake, Shipper in the corner for 3, no good. Rebound by Stoughton, blocked away by Mount Horeb. The Mount Horeb faithful going bonkers.
Carter Lang with a block there.
Vorwald shoots a 3, that's no good. Rebound by Stoughton. Maybe a tad bit of a momentum killer as the Mount Horeb faithful take a seat, but it is a 5-point game, 56-51 with over 7 minutes to go.
Plenty of time left here.
Jay Johnson, top of the key, gives it up right side for Shipper. Shipper goes back to Johnson. Johnson will drive, stops at the block, kicks it out. Margie to Shipper, back to Margie, back to Johnson on the left side. Shipper, now to Fernholz. They're going to guard him wherever he goes. He's at midcourt. Now driving, Fernholz left side, up no good. Offensive rebound up and good though by Carter Sullivan. Gotta say, Dennis, I can't speak for you, but I'll speak for myself. This is the loudest atmosphere I've been a part of all year.
First basket in 6.5 minutes for Stoughton.
Manchester pump fakes, stops at the free throw line, kicks to the corner. Here's a 3 for Lang, got it to go. His first bucket of the night is good for 3. The lead is down to 4. 58-54, 6:15 to play. Offensive foul against Stoughton. It is Mount Horeb basketball down by 4 with 6:12 to play. Foul goes against Jay Johnson, his second of the night. What a game, what an atmosphere here at Stoughton High School.
A tide turning here, that's 5 fouls, 1 more to give, and Mount Horeb will be shooting free throws. They got them right where they want them now.
They do. Manchester will drive, nothing called, he fades away, beautiful. Got it to go for 3, Josh Manchester. He's got 20 points to lead the way for Mount Horeb. It is a 1-point ball game, 58-57. Stolen away by Mount Horeb. Austin Limfrey takes it away. Manchester drives, goes up and good. Mount Horeb leads.
Full timeout, Stoughton.
59-58. Mount Horeb comes back down 17 points.
It's actually a 19-2 run. It was 56-40 after Fernholz's last 3 at the 13:23 mark. Almost 8 minutes. 2 points is all Stoughton's been able to manage.
Unbelievable.
.22 now for Manchester. Outstanding performance. He's got the last 2 baskets, and before that, he's the one who found Carter Lang open in the corner for the 3-pointer. Giving it up, finding one of his teammates.
What an insane game we have on our hands. A regional champion will be crowned tonight. It'll be either Stoughton or Mount Horeb. And clearly neither of these teams wants to fall. Unreal. Nick Vorwald has 17 for Mount Horeb. Josh Manchester has 20 for Mount Horeb. On the Stoughton side, Ty Fernholz leads with 27. Sawyer Shipper has 17. It is a 1-point game, and Stoughton has the basketball. 59-58 in front of a ruckus crowd at Stoughton High School. Shipper controls, bounce pass inside for Johnson. A foul called against Mount Horeb. 5:20 to go. Foul goes against Griffin Hanna. That's his second. Only the second of the half on Mount Horeb. Johnson on the right wing holds it over his head, and we've got a whistle underneath again. That'll go against Mount Horeb, Austin Libfried. And that's his third foul. Something to keep an eye on as we go down the stretch here. 5:16 to play.
Yeah, from one foul to 3 fouls on back-to-back possessions here. Say Mount Horeb can take some chances, do a little bit of gambling.
Yeah.
And be a little bit more aggressive here.
Here's the inbound. Fernholz now has it after the handoff. He'll drive, puts up a floater. Got it to fall. Ty Fernholz up to 29 points on the night. 1 point Stoughton lead, 60-59. Here's Rocco Ritchie. He'll spin, gives it up to Vorwald on the right wing. Vorwald stops at the free throw line, pops it back out the three-point arc. Works it right side, Libfried in the corner now. He'll drive with the left hand. Pops it to the corner, Vorwald for three. Rattles out, no good. Rebound by Stoughton. Ben Harmon there to pull down the board. Gives it up to Fernholz. 4.5 minutes to play in this regional final. Harmon pops it back out to Shipper, who will drive. Comes to a stop, puts it off the glass, no good. Quick rebound by Manchester. Here comes Manchester. On the right wing, gives it back top of the key. Pump fake by Griffin. Gives it to the corner now. Ritchie. Vorwald, drives, puts up the floater up and good for Nick Vorwald. 19 points, 12 of them in the second half. Mount Horeb back in front with 4 minutes to play. 61-60. Fernholz controls, gives it up to Margie. Margie to Shipper on the left wing. Harmon now, top of the key. Hands it off, Fernholz. He'll drive right down the middle of the lane. Left side up and good for Ty Fernholz. 31 points for the junior Ty Fernholz. Stoughton back in front, 62-61. As Manchester drives on the other end, he's fouled. He'll go to the line shooting two. Now foul will go against Sawyer Shipper, Dennis.
His third. Fernholz showing his athletic ability there. It split 3 defenders. Nice little reverse on the layup. Using the glass. The legs are getting tired, so I think he's probably thinking he might be at the end of his run, or he's got to save that three-pointer for when they need it, right at the end.
This game is tied as Josh Manchester hits the first of his 2 free throws. Just about everybody in this Stoughton High School gymnasium is on their feet. Tie game, 3:29 to go. Josh Manchester can put Mount Horeb back in front with a second make, and he does it. This game remains tied as that one rattles out no good. Shipper gets the rebound for Stoughton, and he'll bring it up for the Vikings. Shipper, right side, passes to Margie. Margie, top of the key, Fernholz, defended very tightly by Manchester. Great defense there by the freshman Josh Manchester. Here's a drive by Harmon on the right side. Up, no good. Rebound by, goes out of bounds. Will stay with Stoughton. They'll say it was Josh Manchester the last to touch it. Clock stops at 3:09. Inbound. Shipper on the left side. Goes top of the key. Fernholz back out to Shipper. Here's a three-point attempt for Sawyer Shipper. Huge make with 3 minutes to play. 20 points now for Sawyer Shipper. 6th three-point make of the night. And back to Mount Horeb direction, trailing by 3. 65-62, under 3 minutes to go. In the corner, Vorwald gives it up to Manchester. Manchester going to work against Shipper. Dribbles, hands off. Ritchie working against Margie. Ritchie stops at the free throw line, goes back outside for Manchester, under 2.5 now. Manchester drives. Manchester swatted away by Harmon. Manchester hit the floor hard on the other end. Fernholz for 3, no good. Ball goes out of bounds, stays with Stoughton. Manchester a bit shaken up on the other side of the floor. He'll walk his way to the other end.
Big block by Harmon on that other end without drawing the foul. Trying to make this a two-possession game now.
Margie will inbound. Good defense by Mount Horeb. Shipper gets it, fades away at the block, no good. Rebound by Mount Horeb. 3-point game, 65-62. Rocco Ritchie will drive. Rocco Ritchie will lay it in. 1-point game. Only his second bucket of the night, but the biggest bucket of the night for Mount Horeb. Under 2 minutes to play.
Manchester was limping noticeably on the way down the court that time.
Something to keep an eye on. As Fernholz controls left wing, he'll bring it back top of the key. 1:45 to play. Mason Margie, now top of the key, working against Vorwald. Fernholz had a look, goes inside, stops at the block, brings it back out as we go under 90 seconds. Fernholz crosses over and he's fouled. We'll go against Zach McGuire.
Still a couple fouls to give.
Clock stops at 1:27. 1 point Stoughton lead. And a timeout taken by Mount Horeb. .127. Winner takes all in a regional final. Over 400 of you rocking with us on the Wisconsin On Demand stream. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Alex Strope alongside the Dean, Dennis Semrau. Not a bad way to cap off a Saturday night.
Wow, what a performance for both teams. A tremendous shooting performance by Stoughton, and then just the Vikings from Mount Horeb clawing their way back in, possession by possession. A 19-2 run that got them back in it. And ever since then, we've been trading buckets.
Now, Mount Horeb trying to get a little home court advantage here as they brought their dance team with, their cheer team with, so they're pumping up the fan section there during this timeout here at Stoughton High School. Stoughton ball, 1 point lead, 1:27 to play. Jay Johnson will inbound for Stoughton. Gets it to Ty Fernholz. And a quick foul on Rocco Ritchie. But still, Dennis, that's only their fifth foul of the half. Still got two more to give.
You needed to pick up a couple here to be able to put Stoughton at the line if you need to.
Only takes 2 seconds off the clock. Ritchie will quickly foul again after another 2 seconds. That's foul 6. Still one more until we're shooting free throws. 1:23 to go. 1 point Stoughton lead. It's only Ritchie's second. That's why they have him guarding Fernholz. And Shipper will get the inbound this time. Manchester guards him. Shipper back to Fernholz on the left wing. Fernholz driving back out to Shipper. They're just trying to waste time here. Fernholz works against Manchester. Peels around him. 1:10 to play, and finally Manchester will pick up the foul. Tried to go help him up, but Fernholz opted for Shipper to help him up. Clock stops at 1:08. Shooting in the 1-and-1 is Ty Fernholz, an 80% free throw shooter.
Would you believe that is Manchester's first foul? Talk about his offensive skills, defensively outstanding game as well.
Fernholz hits the first.
And bonus.
Puts him at 32 points on the night. To lead all scorers. It's a 2 point Stoughton lead, 1:08 to play. Second free throw, up and good for Fernholz. Puts the lead back to 3. And here we go for Mount Horeb. Vorwald will bring it up. He'll drive, puts up a good layup on the right side, up and good for Nick Vorwald, leads back to 1. Here's the inbound. Fernholz controls, working against Ritchie. Full court press on here for Mount Horeb. He gets past the half court line. Bounce pass, stolen away, no, a kickball violation called.
Oh.
Yep.
Both coaches have aged about 10 years here tonight, I'll tell you.
I have no dog in this fight, Dennis, but I think I've aged 5 or 6 years myself. Here we go. Sawyer Shipper catches the inbound for Stoughton. 43 seconds now to play. Fernholz. Oh, ball goes out of bounds, stays with Stoughton right in front of the Stoughton bench. And Zach McGuire letting the referee know he disagrees. 39 seconds now. Johnson will inbound. Shipper catches. Bounce pass to Margie on the left wing. He's wide open. Double covered now. They're looking to foul. Fernholz catches inside. Under 30 seconds now. Again, they're just trying to foul. Nothing being called. Clock stops finally at 28.3. And Fernholz again will shoot in the 1-and-1. 1 point game, 67-66 in this regional final.
Wow. Fernholz, nerves of steel up there.
Made the first. 2 point game, 68-66.
34 points. Game of his life tonight.
And that is exactly half of Stoughton's points. Missed the second. Rebound by Mount Horeb. 27 seconds to play. It's a 2 point game. 68-66. Nick Vorwald on the right side. Lost the ball. What's the call? A foul call.
Oh.
And the Stoughton faithful going to let him hear it on that. And so is Nolan Weber. He's furious on the Stoughton bench, the head coach.
It's a bonus.
Shooting in the 1-and-1 here is Nick Vorwald. And we'll let the sound of this gym speak for itself. With 16.5 to play, it's a 2 point game.
Shipper's fourth foul, by the way, too.
Vorwald missed the first. Rebound by Shipper. Fernholz quickly fouled by Ritchie, and he'll go back to the charity stripe again, shooting in the 1-and-1, but it's a 2 point Stoughton lead. He makes them both. It becomes a 2 possession game. And these referees, Tyler Fink, Scott Huffman, and Kent Meehy. Meehy in the middle of this one.
Ran into his dad beforehand. Kent's taken over as the cross-country coach at Darlington this fall. Longtime official as well.
And a timeout here used by Mount Horeb with 13.7 seconds to play in a 2 point ball game. 68-66. Wow, what a game this has been. Back and forth. Stoughton got out to a big lead. Mount Horeb came storming back. And here we are with 13.7 to play, a 2 point ball game.
As big a game as it's been for the older brother, for Ty Fernholz. If you don't win the game, it's just meaningless.
Right.
You know that. And that's what he's thinking over there. He sees that now he's at the free throw line with a chance. Would have thought the threes are what got him there, and the free throws what might have to win it for him.
Stoughton about to break their huddle. Ty Fernholz will head to the line. You mentioned Max Fernholz. He's an assistant coach on this team, the Stoughton team.
Yeah, Max, the brother's great career here. Then Luke, and now Ty, the youngest, who could be the best of all, with still another year to go. High school career.
And this has to be up there as his best game ever. Fernholz free throw up and good, 3 point game. 69-66.
35 points, 4 or 5 at the line, but this is the biggest one of the night. Make this a 2 possession game.
Here we go for Fernholz. Free throws up, he made it. 36 points for Ty Fernholz. Josh Manchester just gonna bring it up, trying to find a shot. Just throws one up. Banked it in!
Oh my God.
He banked it in. It's a 1 point game. I mean, that's as much of a circus shot as I've ever seen. But guess who? The freshman, the star freshman, Josh Manchester, makes this a 1 point game with 4.6 seconds to play. 70-69. My face hurts from smiling. This is one of the most unbelievable high school games I've ever seen.
26 points for the freshman, too. He's had just a solid all-around floor game.
Yeah,
passing, defense.
13 in both halves as well, up to 26
that's
total.
Consistency.
They actually changed it from 4.7 to 5.5 on the clock, Dennis. 5.5 remaining in this one. It will be Stoughton basketball.
Got to go down and now you foul. You've got to go down
as quick as you can.
Yep, and they've got to make both, and you still get a chance to tie. You miss one, you get a chance for a game winner. Only fitting this game would end on a three-pointer.
This game deserves overtime, in my opinion.
You said it. 17 threes tonight for Stoughton.
Wow. All right, here we go.
An 8.
From underneath the Mount Horeb basket. Here is the Stoughton inbound. It'll be Jay Johnson to inbound.
I was going to say, you got a quarterback. It's not a quarterback.
They want their quarterback catching the ball. Shipper catches, makes it nearly to half court before he's fouled. 3.2 on the clock. And we are now in the double bonus. He will get 2 free throws regardless. Will Sawyer Shipper, the junior point guard.
Only his second trip to the free throw line.
And only a 60% free throw shooter, Dennis. He's got 20 points tonight. It's the 4th foul against Zach McGuire. Something to keep an eye on if this game does go any further. Shipper's first free throw's up and nothing but net. Good. 2-point lead for Stoughton. 71-69. 140 points scored in this regional final as Mount Horeb will take a timeout. Unreal. 3.2. Sawyer Shipper, one more free throw to shoot after the 30-second timeout by Mount Horeb.
I believe that's it for timeouts for Mount Horeb, too. Got him for 5.
Believe you are correct.
2-point game.
I can't believe the shot that Josh Manchester hit there.
Oh. Coach Nessheim has me as administrator on Huddle, so I'm going to go home and watch this one afterwards just to say, yes, this really did happen. We did see this many threes, and it came right down here to the last second.
I have an even better idea for you. Go to Wisconsin On Demand where you can watch it back. You can listen to us. Second free throw from Shipper, no good. Here we go. Manchester crosses over a half-court heave. No good. The Stoughton Vikings are regional champions in Division II.
71-69. 16-point lead. Able to hold on after that big run, big comeback by the Vikings of Mount Horeb.
Absolutely.
Point their hearts out.
Unbelievable. That is as good as it gets in high school basketball. The Stoughton Vikings survive, and they are regional champions on their home court. Thanks to Ty Fernholz, an absolutely unconscious performance tonight. Finishes with 35 points. And let the celebration commence. And we'll stay with you through the celebration at center court as the Stoughton Vikings and head coach Nolan Weber will receive the regional championship plaque, and they will advance. Dennis, this game was the epitome of survive and advance.
It was. This is what sectionals and regionals are all about. The only thing better would have been if this would have been for a sectional final.
Well, if Stoughton shoots like that, they'll be playing in a sectional final like they did tonight, especially in the first half. How about Ty Fernholz? He hit 9 threes. He hit all 9 of his first 9 attempts. 9 for 9
points. Wow.
36, 18 in each half for Ty Fernholz. Sawyer Shipper just behind him finishes with 20. They combine for 56 of Stoughton's 71 points tonight.
15 threes between them. Almost doubled what their season average for a game was.
21 points for Nick Vorwald of Mount Horeb, the junior guard. 14 of those came in the second half. Unreal game as the Stoughton Vikings are regional champions tonight on Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania. We thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight as we witnessed, I'll say, the best game I saw all year.
Here's the stat for you. Stoughton had more three-pointers made than they had two-pointers and free throws. 6 two-pointers, 8 of 10 at the line, 17 three-point
combined.
baskets.
They had more combined than they had
combined.
2-point
Exactly.
field goals
17
and free throw
to
makes.
14. Oh, my God.
Real.
51 of their 71 points.
Congratulations of the Stoughton Vikings moving on in the WIAA playoffs. Regional champs tonight on their home floor. A big thank you to Ryan Wollersheim pulling double duty today on our Zimbrick Honda's PrepMania coverage. On the video side, great job tonight, Ryan. We appreciate all you do for us. For the Dean, Dennis Semrau, I'm Alex Strofe. The Stoughton Vikings are regional champions in boys basketball. They advance to sectionals. That'll do it for us tonight. I'm Alex Strofe. This has been Zimbrick Honda's presentation of PrepMania.